don't know why I still have that one, man.
I was like, what?
I don't know why I still have that one. I have it
That's good.
because I have it under new, and then when I'm looking at the images, it's our logo because ours is first.
Yep.
And then I do that every now and then.
That was fun. I enjoyed
it. Well, it is Wednesday. It is Gridiron Heights Day.
Yes.
It is Rookie Review Day. And it's going to be fun. As we usually talk about what's going to happen. We're not going to really talk much about the NFL today as much because we have we will, because but first and foremost, we have the Shrine Bowl tomorrow.
Yes, which is going to be great because this is one of your opportunities. Once again, guys, IDP, Dynasty, this is what you need to find these
Dynasty,
guys.
It ain't even got, well, IDP, yeah, but
because knowing what you're getting these defensive guys, because a lot of these defensive guys are in all these all-star games. You need to really look at them. These playmakers are going to translate.
Yeah. And then the big one is the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
So those are those are like just above middle tier round guys, like second round or third rounder guys, because a lot of the first rounders don't go to the Senior Bowl just because they already know. Martin looking kind of depressed, like the Cardinals franchise.
Ooh, too soon.
What?
Too soon.
Derpy, your jokes are dumb. What do you mean I look depressed? For what? Why am I depressed?
I mean, you do live in Arizona. You do have to deal with it.
So? They've been done like week 8.
Yeah, but now you don't have your coach. You don't have your coach again, and that's another thing.
I don't care. Derpy comes in here, and I like how you don't greet me. You come in here and you start stuff every time. That's Derpy, man. He just comes in here. He's a dickhead sometimes.
Join all of us. We're all dickheads. It's okay.
No, Derpy, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right. I'm not gonna lie, that joke has nothing to do with me. It really doesn't. Like, I care.
Don't worry about it.
Cardinals lose, cool. Like, it's cool.
We'll make it about you. It's okay.
Well, you guys always try to, but it's like
we'll figure out something. It's okay.
I don't know. How's Kurt Warner? How's Larry Fitzgerald? I'm sure they're doing just fine. Kurt Warner now works for the NFL Network, and Larry Fitzgerald has his self podcast. Larry Fitzgerald,
he's making more money than he was making during playing right now. Larry Fitzgerald's great.
No, they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. You know, I'm not a Cardinals fan, right? Like, if this is a roast on Cardinals, I mean,
he's just gonna be like, I don't care. Look at his hat, Derpy. That's the team.
Look. I don't know. Derpy, I don't know.
His hat will tell you everything.
Hi, I guess. 28-3. I beat you to it. Now what? You got nothing. Yeah, all right. And anyways,
I was gonna say, how's Matt Ryan doing?
He sucks. I don't understand. Like, are we gonna start with this stream off just trying to roast me right now?
I have no problem doing. First of all, I have no problem trying to roast you, but also I'd have no problem. We're talking about teams because you know what? At the end of the day, I have the number 1 pick. Which means we're terrible this season, but it's okay.
Okay,
it's all coming up Bears. It's all coming up Bears.
What's up, Penguins? How are you, man? So did you cry today of joy? No, Derpy, stop.
I mean,
why?
Let's go ahead and talk about the news of the day. No one really cares. I mean, we all know Tom Brady on the day after his day anniversary of retired again. Also,
right.
You know the truth is, he didn't matter last year. His whole division didn't matter. So I mean, I guess it helps the Falcons in the end, but
not really because we beat them anyways. We just got cheated out of that first game. Like, we should have won that game. I'm not gonna lie, we should have won that game.
Every team in that division was 1 game out. If they would have won one of those games, everyone would have made it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. And sometimes he comes in here and he puts up these dumb comments saying, like, there was he put a Rick Roll one, and it was like this whole paragraph thing. I just skipped it, and then he's like, "Why'd you skip my comment?" I'm like, "Because it was dumb, Derpy. It was because it was dumb." So I went back and I showed him, like, very hilarious, my guy.
Derpy has started his own podcast now, so you know what? He knows how hard it is to go live.
What's he doing now?
He's been mostly talking about DC, especially all the stuff that's been coming out from DC. So he's been talking about that. So
look,
he knows what it is now.
The only thing closest to DC I watch is the Harley Quinn series on HBO Max. That's about it.
Hey, you lucky that hasn't been canceled. That's it.
So that's about it. Yeah, I know, dude. I know you too well. So yeah. What's up, Anthony? Everyone just happy he's gonna be more. Yeah, no kidding, man. And that's good. Honestly, he should have done it last year. It was the worst year of his career. So
yeah, and he to me is like, so you made a decision to come back to football and like forget my family, come back to football, and then he was like, all right, a year later, 8 months later, you're like, okay, yeah, now I'm gonna retire again. Then what was the point of coming back for this last year? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, you're good. And I'm dead to you? All right. Well, look, I have HBO Max.
About the Harley Quinn show.
And it's a great series. Like, they put a lot of good stuff right now. Like, I'm actually currently watching Velma, which is a different take.
No, I hated it. I hate Velma.
And then what else am I watching? It's usually HBO Max. So like, I'm like the only thing that's usually running on my TV. So at like before bed. So say what you want to say. It's whatever. I saw the first one, man. Relax. I don't know. I mentioned that maybe we can get together about football or something, but
you also gotta remember that. See, Martin is also part of the armed forces. So Martin is actually going to be very busy for the next couple of weeks. So between the football and that, we got to carry the show. So DM us and we'll talk to you afterwards about that stuff.
So I don't know, man. We do football content. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Before you get canceled.
It will be. Everything's gonna get canceled. So it's all right, DC. Whatever. You're fine.
Whatever, dude. Look, let me watch what I watch. I don't have much time to watch anything. And if it's on there, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch what it is. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, tomorrow we have the Shrine Bowl.
Yep.
Now, if you play Dynasty, this is probably, where. So last year I watched Shrine Bowl, and this is where Jelani Woods actually stood out to me last year, and he actually did really well. So there's always one or two guys that kind of pop out during these Shrine Bowl games. Also specifically the Senior Bowl games, which are a little bit more prospects because they rotate through the guys even more, and plus more of the coaches actually attend the Senior Bowl one because of what the prospects are and could be, because there's at least good 4 or 5 of them that come out of that game. So
you're gonna have a lot. I mean, we're gonna have our picks of a lot of different guys. I want to see how Kenny McIntosh looks from Georgia. I want to see how he looks. I want to see how Chase Brown looks. Of course, Illinois, that's my alma mater. I want to see how they look against better competition. Rasheed Rice is going to be playing. I can't wait to see SMU.
I saw a little bit of his practice today.
Were you watching the practice too? I was watching the practice too.
I was watching practice today. And if you guys need to, like, again, this is more specific to like dynasty players. There's one guy, and I can't remember who it was. One of our viewers came in here and told us about JL Skinner. I've been paying more attention to JL, and he's actually going to be number 0 DB. He's going to be playing safety. He's number 0. He's going to be on the American team, so I think they're wearing black this year.
Okay.
I think they're wearing black.
American team. Who is coach of the American team? Luke Getsy. Luke Getsy's coach of the American team.
Okay.
And Patrick Graham is doing the national team. Patrick Graham is the defensive coordinator for the Raiders.
Right. It's going to be interesting. So, I gave my thoughts from Steelers fan perspective on channel. All right. All right. So, yeah.
Go, Mr. Trubisky.
Senior Bowl is going to be better than the NFL Pro Bowl. It always is. It always is. Anthony, if you haven't watched the Senior, look, I've been talking about the Senior Bowl for years. It always is. It's legitimately one of the best games the entire year, and nobody knows about it.
It's because this is your last chance. This is really your last chance to really show someone what you got. People need to be paying attention to this game. Every year we have someone pop off. Every year you see a new edge rusher that you didn't know that this guy's special. And then all of a sudden he gets to the league and you're like, oh, wow, he really is good. But we saw in the Senior Bowl. We saw with him going against great left tackles, coming in and dominating them. So, you know, Isaiah Folksy from Notre Dame. I think this is going to be his year. That's another guy. You know, he had 22 sacks.
Yeah.
You know, so this is going to be someone. We look at Andre Carter out of Army. You know, the 6'7", 260-pound guy that they finally let go into the draft. Another guy that you're going to have to go and look at because he might be a diamond in the rough.
I want to see how not Jaden Reed. He's also another one. He's a receiver I'm looking at, but Chase Brown.
Yeah, that's Chase. I'm telling you, Chase Brown. He could be a second round pick.
Jaron Hall,
first round talent. You know.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, no, like the Reese's Senior Bowl, it's always played in Texas every year, and I was kind of upset on the timing of it this year. Last couple of years, it was always after the Super Bowl, maybe like a week or two afterwards, and that was always something I looked forward to. But now it's like right before,
and
it's
I understand why. It's because the combine and then your senior day at your school. So when you have to have the individual workout for the school, and then you have your senior bowl, your combine, it matters. It's hard. You know, and it's hard to fit it all in because everyone needs 4 weeks after the Senior Bowl to get back into shape to make sure you're able to do these things that have nothing to do with football. And that's what the combine is. Things that have nothing to do with football.
Look, we got another comedian in the show.
Hey, it's Bob Dole. Bob Dole.
Is good. Bob Dole's. Everybody's funny today. Everybody's funny today. Stupid. Get out of here, Bob Dole. Jack Campbell. Yeah, no, Jack Campbell should be interesting. Is he on this end?
I don't know if he's playing.
I don't think he's playing this in the Senior Bowl. I don't think
he's a highlight guy, so I mean
I don't think he is. Oops. I don't think he's playing the Senior Bowl. I think he's too much of a high prospect that he's probably not going to. A lot of these high first rounders, they just don't. Because they already know they're in. Like, why risk getting injured for a game that I already know that may or may not hurt my potential prospect of playing? But Jack Campbell, wherever he goes, he's going to be a good linebacker. But no, I don't think he's playing this game.
2 former Hawkeyes participate in Senior Bowl. Jack Campbell and tight end Sam Laporta. They're both going to play in the Senior Bowl. I didn't think that Jack Campbell would have to do that. But, that's awesome. Sam Laporta. I'm glad we talked about Sam Laporta. He's going to play in the Senior Bowl too.
Yeah. So is who's the other tight end we were talking about?
From Georgia.
No. Luke Musgrave's going to play.
Musgrave. Yes.
Musgrave's going to play. But he kind of needs it. Only because I think Darnell Washington and Kincaid is ahead of him.
Oh, Kincaid's way ahead of him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this one might help him get over Washington to get a higher pick. I don't know. But again, this is all, for them to shine, get their the ranking higher, I guess, depending on how good they do.
It's also the practice week in front of NFL scouts and NFL coaches. So if you know the Bears are going to have 12 picks and they might have someone in the 7th round, they might pick a flyer on you just because how you practice. This is your opportunity to kind of get your name just going between the coaches and people that go undrafted. This is when they know who you are.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity. And that's why I really, I really enjoy seeing these games, and because this is people's last chance, they're going to go all out. This is not like the Pro Bowl. This is like they're really playing for their life. They're blocking for their life. I was watching practice and seeing the linemen blocking against each other. Oh my god! With no pads,
they're brutal. They're brutal.
With no pads, they're going full on, full everything.
Yeah,
and
no, they're
like
brutal.
Everyone's blocking like it's the last block of their life.
Yeah. So to answer this question, was there anybody I wanted to see? Not really. There was, well, maybe JSN.
Yeah, because we haven't seen much of him entire year.
But I already know he's gonna be a high prospect, so it's like I'm not even too worried that he's gonna fall. Like he might fall just because he is injured, but he's still gonna land somewhere, and I still expect him to be good.
And he's gonna be a first rounder no matter what. I mean, Mel Kiper is interesting. Has him the first wide receiver come off his big board.
Yeah. What did he get injured for?
I don't even think it was a serious injury.
No, I don't think it was that big of a deal either.
It was just like he did a Chase Young. He was like, yeah, I'm good.
Hamstring.
Is it hamstring? Yep.
Hamstring. Yeah, nothing. And even if he was healthy, I wouldn't expect him to play anyways. But they were they were getting their invites and stuff, and I'm pretty sure he probably would have denied it anyways, just because he's a high prospect anyways.
Yeah.
Hutchinson Hood could be interesting. Yeah. And Steelers been looking at Pickens from South Carolina. Pickens. Hold on. Are you talking about?
There's another Pickens? I thought I was pretty good with this one. I'm not sure.
I mean, Hutchinson's was last year's stuff, right? Is there another one I'm missing? I don't know. I haven't looked at the full blown on roster. But yeah, no, I'm just looking at what I presumably would suspect that some of these running backs that might come out, like I really want to see Skinner for sure.
Yep.
I think he might be converted to a linebacker. That dude is huge. He's too damn big. And look, there's like eventually we're going to talk about rookies as we get along, as we get closer to the draft, because we're going to talk about dynasty leagues where players you could probably pick up, and also IDP. And I'm thinking, the other one was Hamilton. Hamilton might be one of those guys you want to pick up from the Ravens because he didn't really get a lot of playing time either.
Yep. And even though he was high ranked when coming into the draft, and people probably gave up on him because he was tired of seeing him not play.
I mean, a smart manager, if they have it, they probably should have put him in the taxi squad and just left him there. Nakobe Dean is probably one of those guys too. But, again, we'll talk about that later. Brian Young from Tennessee. So
I'm not sure because honestly, I'm looking at the cornerbacks. That's why I'm really cornerbacks and defensive linemen are the ones I'm looking at more than anything.
Yeah, well, Brian Young is a lineman. I'm just trying to see where he's
his draft prospects. Yeah. I thought it was Byron Young. So I thought his name was Byron.
No, it's Brian. I think it's spelled just like the way you spell it.
It's Byron. It's Byron. It's Byron Young. Because he's the edge rusher. Yeah, he's the edge rusher guy.
I know he's a lineman for. No, you're right. You're right. I don't know. Like all this is gonna happen Saturday.
Yeah.
And like I said, you like if the best thing to do is sometimes when I watch it, again, depending on how much of a dynasty, like how much involved are you in your dynasty leagues, and if you actually do IDP. So again, like I'm usually sometimes I'll have like the roster on a different screen or something. I'll watch it separately and I'll just go from there. And then I'll kind of like annotate certain notes. And then of course we have to, because we're going to come on the show. And we did that. One of our very first episodes, which when we first started, was actually the Senior Bowl. But that one's no longer available to the public because you start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere, and you add on as you go along.
You start getting better as you go. Okay, you start getting better as you go. And I remember when we first started, we weren't using.
Was it Skype? No, it wasn't Skype.
Yeah, no, we were using OBS with Skype.
OBS.
So we would Skype each other to get the video portion of it, cut that out. The audio portion of OBS is a little hard when you have multiple people in different formats, unless you're now it's a little bit different. Now I think it's easier, but
OBS still has a lag because there's so much information coming through your computer. So there's always a little bit of a lag.
Yeah. You know, you get what you pay for. You know, it's OBS. OBS is probably one of the best ones, but it's also free, and you know, it is what it is. But you misspelled it. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because he got hurt, and then big opportunities and did very well. Yeah. No,
but once again, he's a defensive tackle. He's going to go. He's like fourth rounder. The fourth rounder. But these are the fourth rounders. These mid guys. This is really is going to determine, because GMs that are worth their salt are not looking at the combine. They're looking at your tape, and this is the tape that you're going to put against good competition and show when you can see the same guys on the field at the same time. So like I was talking about from Notre Dame, Isaiah Foskey. I feel like that guy can play. I really feel like he's going to be a really good rusher. I think he's a professional football player. This is his opportunity to show it. You know, he'll be on the same field as Lucas Van Ness. He's going to be on the same field as Zach Harrison from Ohio State. This is when he's going to show if he can play or not play. So that's what the interesting part is.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about the Houston wide receiver.
Yeah, no, all these guys are Nathaniel Dell. Yeah, all these guys are going to be interesting. But we're going to talk about the higher prospects today. We're going to talk about Michael Mayer, out of Notre Dame, who's not going to be in the Senior Bowl.
He's Cole Kmet. He's literally Cole Kmet. Yeah, he doesn't run away from your guy, but he catches everything you throw around
he
him.
Came from Notre Dame?
No, because he doesn't run away from the guy. He doesn't create separation, but he catches everything that's around him. Anything, his catch radius is anything not on the ground. Clearly.
Coming from the guy a year ago that hated Cole Kmet.
When I didn't hate him, I wanted him to do more.
No, I talked to Cole Kmet. You're like, oh, he's Cole Kmet. That's all he'll ever be. I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, he's not going to be. He's just average. I'm like, okay. And then I said, I'm like,
I'm not wrong. He is about average. He's gonna be an average, good tight end. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears actually draft another tight end.
He's above average. He's not great. He's above average. The problem is the Bears suck.
That's all right. We'll talk about this next year. It's all right. Let's get all of our people together. Let's bring Khalil Mack back. Let's go ahead and get Daron Payne. Let's go ahead and draft Will Anderson. Let's change our whole defensive line, and let's see if Jack Sanborn can actually be a middle linebacker. We'll see what happens next year. It's going to happen, guys. I'll still be here, regardless. I'm a Bears fan. I could deal with it.
Yeah, you're still gonna be here, just like you're always here. You're always in every show. You're just like a fly now. You won't go away. You show up. Look, man.
You trying to go live? I'm like, here.
This is the guys. Look, this is the time of the year where Brian talks so great about the Bears and their God's gift to Earth for the next 4 to 5 months, and then July comes around. And then he realizes how wrong he is. So
I started to realize it last year. But guys, don't understand. We finally got the report we wanted to hear that the Bears are no longer shopping Justin Fields. He is their franchise quarterback, and they're trading this number 1 pick. That's what I was waiting for. We got it today. That's why I was hoping for every day. I go on Twitter looking for every minute I can. And now we got that report. I feel like this is our year. We have a chance to actually not F it up. And in my almost 38 years on this earth, this might be the finally we have a chance to make a consistent winner.
You said 37.
Finally.
37. Yep. Okay. That's perfect.
It's been a long time.
37. That's perfect. You know why? Because 30 is a good amount of years that you've probably been hyping up the Bears every freaking year, right? Every freaking year you've been hyping them up. You're probably just as annoying. Like if you were famous, right?
Oh, I was much worse.
Hold on. If you was famous, you would be all over sports media, along with Stephen A. Smith about the damn Cowboys. For 30 years, Stephen A. Smith has been putting down the Cowboys for years. You are probably the guy who hyped up the Bears for years.
I've been hating on Green Bay for longer than I've been a Bears fan. I've hated Green Bay longer than I've been a Bears fan.
Don't bring Green Bay in this.
Don't bring Green Bay in this. Good.
No, we're talking about the Bears. We're talking about the Bears.
Trade Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. That's gonna make my life everything's gonna happen out at the same time. I'm just gonna be like,
no, man. Look, I don't know, Derpy. I don't know. I gotta wait till what's gonna happen with this. Like, I just still need to see some of these games. I remember you talked smack about getting his name named this offseason. Dell? Are we talking about Dell?
Dell's fine.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I'm fine with Claypool. After seeing what we would have had, it's cool. Because we're gonna still have a high second round pick. It doesn't matter.
I hope so. Claypool's gonna be a 3.
Yeah, he is a 3. He's a 3. Mooney will be a 2, and I think we'll draft a guy and pick someone on free agency. That's just what's gonna happen.
I don't know about overrated.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go after a certain T. Higgins guy from Cincinnati. I would not be surprised.
Can we just wait till any of this happens? Like,
I wake up every morning saying the same thing. I don't know,
you don't get bored of that. Is
this T. Higgins day?
you put these freaking thoughts in your head, and just so you could be disappointed.
It would be like February 14th, and I see
it's like when Chris Olave. I was so sick and tired about Chris Olave for 3 freaking months.
I was right how good he could be.
They're gonna get Chris Olave. It only makes sense. I knew how
right he was gonna be. Just like you say about Kaylee Ringo. Kaylee Ringo. You're on him, and you know what? I've been watching film of him, and I believe in him.
But I don't say where he's gonna end up at, because I need to know what's gonna happen first.
Because
you over here like, oh yeah, he's gonna be there.
Give me Kaylee Ringo too. Give me him. Give me Devin Witherspoon. Give me Joey Porter Jr. I want them all. Everybody. This is like Madden. Johnson. No, we're not gonna get Johnson from TCU. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, we're going to go get an old guy for a year.
Look,
and then hope that Marvin Harrison falls to us somehow.
For the next couple of weeks. All right, like I said, tomorrow's a Shrine Bowl. Watch it. If you're bored and you got nothing to do and you want to watch some good football, watch it. You'll be surprised. You'll be impressed. Some of these guys you'll be on like, oh, okay. And they actually get themselves a little Shrine Bowl trophy at the end. That's how we kind of saw some of so last year, this is where I absolutely hated what's his face, Zach Bailey. Because he sucked.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely trash. And then he comes in the NFL, does decent, which kind of pissed me off because I know he sucks, but whatever. 2 days after that, we're going to watch Senior Bowl, and then we got Pro Bowl. Matter of fact, isn't there something going on like right now as we speak? Aren't they going over what? Hold on. We got something going on right now, don't we? Aren't they going over what the Pro Bowl challenges are? I'm interested in this kicker one, man. Did you hear about what the kickers are doing?
No.
Yeah, so they're playing tic-tac-toe.
Really?
Hell yeah, they're playing tic-tac-toe, my guy. They're playing tic-tac-toe, kickers and punters. I hope Maher's in it because he's gonna lose. Well, I mean, it's just but yeah. So let me I don't know, it's not loading up for me, so I was gonna probably pause it somewhere and then we'll show it. But
can you believe that Tyler Huntley is in the Pro Bowl? Huntley, who had 2 touchdowns, is in the Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowler for the AFC. 2 touchdowns.
There wasn't a lot of competition in that specific
who is it?
Division. Don't they send like 2 or 3 from each team, and then the names get nominated?
We're getting Trevor Lawrence is a quarterback.
He deserves to be there though.
I like him there. Derek Carr is the second quarterback, and Tyler Huntley threw 2 touchdowns all season is the third for the Pro Bowl.
Oh man, the one time I need it to work, it's not working. All right, whatever. All right, okay. Should I time this penguin? I don't know what he's talking about. No.
User content, some generated something content.
What? Did he send something on YouTube? Because I don't see it. Yeah. So whatever. I was gonna. Damn. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
It's coming up.
It's up. If they show something about it, I'm gonna pause it and then hopefully. I do see Pro Bowl. Here it is. So. Oh, they got. Oh, never mind. They're panning out the practice at freaking Senior Bowl. All right. Let's get on with the actual show. How about that?
Yeah. Why not? We'll talk about some stuff.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. Wednesdays, this is our Wednesdays. Wednesdays, we do whatever we want.
They're talking about the Pro Bowl derby. So what they're doing, they're kind of talking about what events are going to be coming out.
I'll show for like 2 seconds. Ready? Yep, this is what the Pro Bowl is. Like right now, they're showing legit practice of the actual Pro Bowl right now. I don't know if you guys can actually see it or not, but you got some of the receivers and DBs going at it right there. So that's they're doing that right now. So that was Rice right there. That was Dell. Actually, that's your boy right there. That was Dell.
That's Senior Bowl. That's Senior Bowl.
No, I know it's a Senior Bowl. They're showing practice of earlier what happened today.
I was like, I've seen this. Yeah.
No, yeah. So that's what they're doing over on NFL Network right now. I thought they were gonna. I can't remember where, but they were doing what was happening tonight for the
No, that's
Pro Bowl.
We're getting Pro Bowl events. That's what's supposed to be getting tonight.
Yeah. I wonder if we can actually show some of that Pro Bowl. Like if they have actual like images of it, and rather than not just show actual. I mean, obviously they got the flag football, which is kind of cool. I'm interested in seeing that.
Future of the NFL.
Yeah, how did you feel about that receivers catching thing? That it was all right. I don't know.
I've seen it before. ESPN used to have the skills challenge all the time on ESPN. I used to love seeing that. Going through the stuff and catching balls and diving into the, see who's the fastest. I love that.
But yeah, Pro Bowl stuff, all that starts this tomorrow. Skills challenge tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. So, I was hoping they were going to show some of it, like what they were going to do, but they're showing practice right now, so they're not going to be able to say that. All right, so let's end it with the. Let's not end the show. Sorry, end the tight ends.
All right.
Let's talk about Michael Mayer out of Notre Dame. Total of 2,099 yards, almost 21,000 or 2,100 yards. So this guy is. What can I say?
What do you think? I want to know what you think about him.
He's actually one of the shortest tight ends coming in. 6'4". The other guys are 6'6", 6'5", 6'7". I think two of them are like 6'7". They're big monstrous dudes. Can I see?
Yeah, I can see him now. We can see you now.
What's going on?
Before I couldn't see some stuff.
Oh, did he put a link on YouTube? I don't have the YouTube.
No, he was just talking about some stuff.
Oh, all right, okay.
Nothing. Yeah.
All right, so I lost my train of thought. Okay, Michael Mayer, 6'4", 250 pounds, projected to go 18th to the Detroit Lions. I'm liking that.
That makes sense.
Just because
you lose Hutchinson. Yeah, you lose. Hutchinson. Get that. Hockenson.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
Losing him, I can see him go there. And I mean, once again, he's a Cole Kmet. He might be smoother than Cole Kmet, honestly. Might be smoother. When you pull up the video, you're gonna start seeing like he's
okay.
All
right. Got some of it right here. So we'll
he might be their best tight end that we've ever seen out of Notre Dame. Honestly.
Maybe. All right. So let's get this going. So overall, Michael Mayer was originally a 4-star recruit Came in.
That's nice.
Yeah, he was originally a 4-star career recruit coming in. He actually had where I have it. He accepted Notre Dame. He could have gone to a plethora of other schools, and he chose them. I can't remember what. Oh, he had offers to Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, and Texas, but he chose Notre Dame. So here he is as the Fighting Irish.
He really does look like Cole Kmet.
So
the more I'm looking at him, the more I'm realizing like his route running. Look, he's not open. He just catches everything. He's not open. He just catches everything.
Which is essentially what you need, anyways.
Exactly.
So right now he's anywhere between like 250 and 260, somewhere around there. I mean, once we get closer to the draft, they'll figure and finalize that out. But he's an all-around tight end. And I think this is why he's the highest one. He's exactly what you want.
Yep, he's a good inline tight end. He blocks. Mm-hmm. He could go out, split in.
He's NFL.
He has great hands. He has great hands. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, he's NFL ready, like right away. So I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no space between him and his defender, but it doesn't matter because he's catching the ball, and all that mess that's going on. He's catching the ball all the time.
Unless it's in the middle, though. I noticed that when he's in the middle of the field, it's always like a mismatch, though.
He's definitely a mismatch, yeah.
In the middle of the field, but once he goes outside, these guys are still faster than him.
Yeah, he's not fast, but he's good at being a tight end. I think he's gonna be a good blocker too. Like I can see him be a tight end fullback too. You know, just because he has that type of versatility.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could block. I don't know if any of these clips are gonna show him blocking, but
no, they're all going to show him he's a first down machine. That's what he is. Yeah. You need a first down, you throw it to him. He's a first down machine over and over again. I don't like him going to Detroit now. No, he's gonna be too good.
There's a good chance he goes there though, and only because of what they need, because of the Hawkinson trade. So, it wouldn't surprise me that any of these 5 end up going there. But right now he's at pick 18. They're saying that he might end up there. So, overall,
contested catch, he catches the ball no matter what. He's catching. You know what? He's not catching with his body. Yeah, he's catching it with his hands, and he's bringing it in. And it's secure. He's not going to do any toe touches or anything like that. But you're going to throw him the ball in the middle of the field, and he's going to catch the dead ball. That's what you want for your tight end, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
The only negative I really got to say about this is he's not going to be a deep threat. You know,
it'll take too long for him to get there.
Yeah, he's not going to be a deep threat, but I mean, again, tight ends aren't typically used for that anyway, so it's not really going to matter. So, but again, he denied offers to Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Michigan, Ohio, Penn State, Texas, and he chose Notre Dame. He was also a 2020 U.S. All-American Pro Bowl, or in the All-American Bowl. So yeah, these are some little kind of accolades that I've been looking up on this guy. So pretty good. He is going to be the number 1 tight end, probably definitely coming in this year. So
once again, sometimes you want consistency, and if his numbers should say anything, he's very consistent. Plays 12 games a year, no matter what. He'll play hurt. He's strong. He's what you want. A tight end. I can see that. I can see. I'm not gonna say because he's not Mark Andrews. He's just not.
Right.
You know, but what he is he. I said Cole Kmet could be a professional tight end for 15 years, and he's gonna get open and he's gonna catch the ball, and that's what this guy could be.
Yeah,
and he knows how to block.
He's NFL ready. Right. Like right off the bat, wherever he goes, he's gonna start right away. So yeah. That's our number 1 tight end. I'm pretty sure everybody else is number 1 tight end, but let me change that. So let me actually go back to here. So we're gonna like I clip these out later and make different separate videos. So I'm gonna change the entire thing, background and my background as well. So, all right. So because we're moving on from tight ends to receivers, and our first receiver we are doing is Jalen Hyatt. 6 foot 185. Potential go to the Cleveland Browns at pick 43. So,
and he's part of that Tennessee high-powered offense we saw this year.
Mm-hmm. So let me pull that up. Did you watch anything on him?
I watched a lot on him, honestly.
Okay, all right. So you watched more than I did.
Yeah, I watched a lot of him because you know what he.
And is it because the Bears need receivers?
It's because of Velus Jones Jr. And I didn't want to get fooled twice. I didn't want to be fooled twice. You know, that's my biggest thing. I was like, is this guy gonna be another Velus Jones? Can't catch the ball.
No, Velus Jones was. Look, I could have told you that. A lot of these guys aren't gonna be like Velus Jones. Velus Jones is not. So let's get that up there. So 3 years at Tennessee, 1,700 yards. So yeah, let me get his.
I mean, go from 200 to 1,200 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah. All right, so let's get this going.
You're gonna see he's very fast, guys. He runs a 4.28, 4.29. He's very hard to tackle in the open field.
And he plays a lot bigger than what he is. He's not necessarily like
a possession guy. He's
big.
not that.
Yeah. You know, he's not big, but he's
21 years old. He gets the ball, and you're not catching him. That's just what it is. You're not catching him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's good at intermediate routes. He's probably better at the deep threat. It's a deep threat, but he's good at intermediate routes. He needs to work on his short route game a little bit. But once he gets the ball, it's over.
Oh yeah, he's very explosive, fast as hell. What'd you say his 40 was like?
4.28, 4.29.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude is a burner.
He's gonna be a deep threat.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking about, like, you know, who does he remind me of? And I'm thinking of 6 feet tall. Man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and all these plays are hitting like down the field. Every single one of these, most of these are down the field. So,
he destroyed people. He is normally a guy I don't like. You know, a guy who pops off this 1 year. The other years he wasn't like this big prospect. I normally don't like the guy like this. But
why is that?
So well, because I worry about is this a mirage? Was it just because, you know, he was faster and it was the right offense this year?
Okay.
You know, because their quarterbacks were amazing, right? They had 2 quarterbacks that are amazing.
Yeah, but with the right team, he can be somewhere, you know, where they need him.
He's so freaking fast. He's so freaking fast.
Like I said, if he ends up with Cleveland Browns and, you know, Watson figures it out, like we get old Watson back, hopefully.
I think it took a couple years.
Not even that. Maybe just, you know, a good handful of games. Get back into the rhythm. But one thing about Hyde is he's very nimble, explosive.
Mm-hmm.
And his acceleration is just like, you're done. Like, you're not catching this guy.
The way that, because he played in the SEC, the way the NFL is this year, I wouldn't be surprised he actually doesn't last past the first round. I don't know if he's going to get past 22, 23. Especially if he goes out in this combine and runs a 4.27. I don't think he's past, you know, 19, 20. He might come up in, like, if JSN runs a 4.4 and he runs a 4.27, he might jump in front of JSN. This guy can climb all the way to number 2. I think Quentin Johnson's better than him no matter what. But he might jump all the way up there.
This guy's gonna be a game changer.
Yep, go on.
The way he plays is he's gonna change the outcome of a single game. And it wouldn't be surprised me if his rookie year he ends up being like a kick return punt returner. Like right off the bat. Just because the way they use him. But I don't know. But he's probably gonna be a good wide receiver too.
Yeah.
His rookie year, probably work his way up to a 1. But
What's the wide receiver for the Commanders rookie this year?
Sorry, Jay. No, not Diami Brown, not Terry McLaurin, not Curtis Samuel.
The one that they started like really towards the end of
the
season.
Wow.
I don't know why I'm blanking right now, but
I am too. But no. Are you comparing him to him?
Yes, I am. A 6-foot receiver with unbelievable speed that once he understands the NFL game, could be Jahan Dotson. Could be very special.
See, it started with a J. I'm like, it starts with a J.
If he understands the game, because he's not like the receivers you worry about. Also, are the ones who like can't run routes. He's running routes. He's running intermediate routes. He's just open. He's just faster than everyone else. So I think he could be, if he learns
this guy's
going to
be out
in
2-minute drills for sure.
Oh yeah,
he's the perfect type of dude for 2-minute drills. The problem is he going to be utilized in game process, like without being the big game high flashy guy. That's my worry, because I don't think he has the enough body to put to like what he's 185 right now. Like
he's going to have to bulk up. He needs to be about 195, about 10 more pounds.
Yeah, but again, slows it down. With receivers, if they also bulk up, this also makes them slower. So
that's true.
He's gonna have a lot of body transitioning to do in the next couple seasons wherever he goes. He's either gonna have to decide if he's gonna be that big time, bomb catching guy like Hardman, because that's all pretty much the Chiefs use him for.
Yep.
Or is he gonna balance himself and having is he gonna balance himself by being, a dual threat? So do I like him? Yes, absolutely. I think he'll be fit in very well in a team that already has established receivers.
I was gonna say I'll love him in Dallas. That's why I kept on. Every time I see him running routes, in my mind I kept thinking, if he could stretch the field for Dallas,
yes,
he would be perfect for them.
And that's the thing.
Dak Prescott will love him, and that's the type of guy you want with an established quarterback. You have established receiving core, and he come in and just stretch the field.
Right. So going to Cleveland, projected to go to Cleveland, it's not a bad spot.
That's not. I mean, he's still, once again, you have a
Amari's still there.
Amari Cooper there is your number one. You have a quarterback who can stretch the field.
Landry is a good middle guy. What was it? Landry? No, my bad. Not
Landry's.
My bad. Peoples Jones,
yeah. Donovan Peoples-Jones, yeah. And this is a quick guy on the outside. This might be.
He disrupts the balance between them.
Yep.
A guy like this can alter defenses because they don't know if the play's going to him or not. So they now have to evaluate, all right, am I covering Amari? Let's just say he goes to the Browns, right? Are they going to cover Amari, or they got to cover this guy? Meaning that they have to split the defense. And then Njoku's pretty good too. Like, don't sleep on that guy. A lot of it's gonna have to do on Watson, but I'm just saying if he goes to Cleveland,
I like
go anybody anywhere else. I'm just saying right now he's just projected there. That's all.
Gotta remember Chubb. Chubb is also there. So once again, if they stretch the field the way they need to, and not have all these possession receivers, now Chubb becomes important again too.
Right,
like he did at the beginning of the season.
Right. So again, interesting to see. The next couple of receivers we're going to be is Keyshawn Butte, JSN, Jordan Addison, and Quentin Johnson. Those are the next four. We're about to do that. We'll follow that next Wednesday. But I think we is there anything you wanted to talk about besides Senior Bowl?
No, I mean
these rookies or anything. Okay.
I mean, we can talk about Sean Payton, but honestly, this is going. I can't believe a coach for the 6th time in the NFL is going to give you that much picks. I can't believe a coach is getting you a 1st round and a 2nd round. That's a lot for a coach.
I mean,
but what it is it's just the Denver Broncos going all in for Russell Wilson again.
There's a lot of doubters, and I'm actually okay with this. When Hackett left, you can see the way Russell transitioned, the way he plays. The only thing that worries me here is how fast can Russell play? Because he's typically he's not a quick type quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He drops back, he reads.
He's very deliberate.
And he reads.
Yeah.
And then he makes his choice.
And he holds on to the ball.
He's not a quick drop,
Drew
and then
Brees.
he's not a Josh Allen. Josh Allen can take one step back, sling it.
He's not Drew Brees. Drew Brees is the guy that you want, and
he's take us just not one or two steps back, and then sling it. Like I'm gonna say, Big Ben was probably one of the best at that.
He also held on to the ball too. He held on to the ball.
But some of those quick plays, he the moment it was snapped, he slung it out. Like he knew where it was gonna go or where they're gonna be. Russell's not that type of guy. I'm sure it's going to be a big learning curve, but I do expect that greater things for Russell. And if you have him in your dynasty league, I wouldn't necessarily try and trade him away. I would keep him.
What do you think about giving him $20 million for a coach?
I don't know.
That's a lot of money. I mean, these are the guys who run Walmart, so okay, they got the money. they got the money. We all contributed to that.
I mean, the Broncos have how much? They got 9,000. Not 9,000. 9 million.
Yeah, they don't have much cap space.
It's not a lot. It's really not a lot, and a lot of it's going to freaking Russell's 85 freaking mil this year.
Exactly.
So I'm hoping this is the right move for them, and just for Broncos' sake. Like, if they lose, I don't care. It's not going to affect me much because I don't care. But for the Broncos' sake, if I'm a Broncos fan, I would hope that this maybe changes the way that offense runs, and maybe Russell's big time paycheck is actually worth what they're paying for him. Because Russell's
you paying Sean Payton that much money, what it does also is gives Sean Payton the right to tell Russell go to his locker. Get the hell off this office. Like it gives him clout.
But I don't think he does that though. I mean, who else? I think back there.
You can put him downstairs and say your office is downstairs in the locker room. We'll give you a little room, whatever, but you're going to be downstairs in the locker room. You're not part of running this organization. He's going to hold their GM and everyone accountable too. Sean Payton doesn't just let people do stuff. So I think the entire team is going to be pulled up by Sean Payton. He's going to force it to be responsible and to be a real team. And we could see Denver make a big leap. They have a lot of talent. When Williams comes back, they have a lot of talent. They really do.
They really do. It's just they need to click the right way, because if they're not, if the chemistry's not there and they're not working out, then it's we just basically saw what we just saw. All this talent there, but you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen without the right recipe, and that's exactly what was happening in Denver. And once Hackett was gone, things changed.
It worked out. It started to work out.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's have an easy Wednesday. We're gonna keep it to just a little over an hour. Usually we go about 2, and that's fine. Things are changing. Things are whittling down.
Next week is going to be a much bigger week. This week is. Let's be honest.
This is the weird week. Yeah,
it's the week off.
Yeah, and this is expected. We've had this last year and the year before that. When we first started, our first week was like this, and we didn't get really much views after that. And then following year, this week was actually it's that 1 week which is just between. Some people don't really care about the Pro Bowl. I'm hoping that let's talk about this. I really hope that the Pro Bowl becomes fun again, like mini games, like what hockey does and what baseball does and what NBA does. Like they have this special event.
Yep.
And it seems to me that the NFL hasn't really put much attention to it. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool watching these QBs go at it and throwing in, certain targets. That's kind of cool. But I could only watch that for so long. And it's like, all right, Russell, you're the man. This is what you're good at, right? Because every year he comes in, he just dominates.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, seeing that's going to be interesting. Seeing long ball, who throws the ball the longest. Seeing who could be the quickest receiver. I would love to see a 40-yard dash. A 40-yard dash against all the top talent.
Well, we saw that last year. I think they brought it in, but it wasn't
but
like big enough.
These become prime time. Like you get Tyreek Hill versus Micah Parsons versus Justin Fields versus that type of stuff.
You know what I would love to see? Since now they're doing flag football, right?
Yep.
I would love to see if they can bring back capable, movable, still healthy legends. I would love to see Peyton Manning throw against his brother on a flag football game. I would love to see Deion Sanders versus freaking
Coach Prime versus Calvin Johnson.
Sharp or something. Like if Sharp was being guarded by that, something like that. I would love to see old NFL legends like in flag football, not real actual, because they'll die.
That's great. Coach Prime against Michael Irvin. Let's bring that.
No, not even coaches. Like playing flag football.
I'm saying, but I want to see them on the field. Prime at DB, Michael Irvin at wide receiver, just like we used to see in the 90s, and
mixed in.
That would be amazing.
Mixed in with the guys who are in now, though, because that's it would be kind of fun just to see Josh Allen throw to, I don't know, like Terry Hope or somebody. Like a great receiver with a great young quarterback. Something like that. That's what I would love to see.
I like to see Josh Allen throw the ball to Calvin Johnson. That's exactly like what I want.
Right. Something crazy
Randy
like
Moss.
that.
What if Randy Moss mosses somebody? Can you imagine Randy Moss mosses somebody again?
But that's I think something that the NFL should probably work on and just make it fun again, because every year it's like, oh, I'm interested in this tic-tac-toe thing. I really am. I want to see what the kickers do and the punters do. But it's like, it's nothing that drives the attention that I'm dying to see it. But if you tell me that NFL legends are going to come,
a 3-point competition, some of those skills and some of the highlights of that, you have to bring that same thing out in NFL. And we have it. We have it in the NFL, but they have
the NFL hasn't done it. And I feel like the NFL has so many opportunities to do it.
Yep,
but
I agree.
I would hope that the NFL eventually somehow brings it out, or does it eventually at some point in my lifetime, because that'd be great. But it's just nothing exciting for some of these guys that sometimes they don't even like playing. Like the one year they played Madden with Snoop Dogg was like,
everyone was like, "Oh, I'll go." That's my point with Tyler Huntley being in the Pro Bowl.
I know.
That means everybody in the AFC said no.
Well, yeah, I know, but it was like the Madden year. It was because of circumstances that we weren't allowed to be near each other, and it was like right at the heart of it. And we're like, that's the best they got. I get it, and but please don't ever do that again. Now that we figured out what COVID is, no.
I would not. If I have a Madden game, a quick Madden game against the best NFL player versus someone like a fan, the best fan, and it has to be an age limit. That would be a cool event, maybe, like seeing a 16-year-old
kid.
They
do that kind of, don't they? They just don't air it on Pro Bowl day.
But that's what they should do. They should put all that stuff on Pro Bowl. Make it an event. We know at 4 Eastern, this is what's going to happen. At 6 Eastern, this is what's going to happen.
No, I felt bad for Snoop Dogg because he had Michael Irvin play before him. Michael Irvin didn't know what he was doing. He had no clue what the hell he was doing.
He's like, I'm going to hit Y.
He's never played. That was the first day he's ever played PlayStation or Xbox, whatever console they were using. That was the very first day he probably even started playing. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. He ruined it, and Snoop Dogg was like by like a 20 deficit because he was against Marshawn Lynch or somebody who plays periodically.
He's sitting there playing, eating Skittles, killing them.
Oh yeah, and it was different. Like that's, I don't know. If they could change it, please don't ever bring it back. In my opinion, just work on other skills competitions. I would love to see that. But I am looking forward to this. These new whatever they're doing. I don't even know if are they talking about it yet. I thought they were talking about it tonight, but they're playing. They're showing on NFL Network. They're showing the Senior Bowl practice, which is fine.
I like that.
But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's get to it. Another Gridiron Heights episode. So this week is the 8 Mile rap battle.
Yeah, I saw the title. I was like, I'm interested.
So, for those of you who weren't around or just a child or anything when this movie came out, 8 Mile was a upcoming movie for Eminem, Marshall Mathers, and his story, kind of in a weird perspective way. Kind of copies this, and I think this is what they're doing with the Eagles. So let's put that here.
This is going to be good.
So right away, I see some markings on there. Hopefully they pan out, but I see please don't flush, disposable wipes, garbage, and quarterbacks. I don't know what it's going to pan out to be, but let's see what this is about.
I know what the I'm doing. I'm allowed to be here.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
So hand washing is
a myth perpetuated by Big Soap, Aaron. Aaron.
Stupid. And it says all teams are special teams when you think about it. Andrew
Luck. I'm him.
Yeah.
Him. Yo, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Allowed to be here.
Is vomit on your sweater already?
Little Caesar's hot and ready.
Stop rapping about vomit. We're up next.
Oh boy, looks like you've been slain.
Oh no.
Andy Reid and
Andy Reid is the one.
And you got McDaniel. Thursday lineup, get him free. Jeff Satter's open mic, no experience needed. Wow. Do you think that the Colts actually sign him again? I hope they don't. It was fun. It was cute, but I think
Saturday's going to tell them no. I literally think Saturday's going to say no.
Championships, 2 quarterback minimum. All right, Sunday. And then we got DJ Run CMC. Terrible. DJ Run CMC.
I can't believe it. He should have had a picture of him instead of him flexing. He had a picture of him limping, like,
Oh, he's holding his headphones, man.
I'm talking about the little one that says DJ Run CMC. And he's flexing. And you can see him flexing. I want a picture of him limping, looking like NFL game day.
Oh, I see his logo. Okay, I got you. Okay.
I'm a #1 guy with a high ankle sprain. Good game.
There's nothing young white coaches love more than 8 Mile.
NFC, let's get ready for the final battle.
Lance Jimmy G gave the rock to Purdy, Mr. Relevant, and I'ma still hang 30.
You had 4 QBs, whoops, now you've got none. Oh, what an offensive genius, another Devo run.
Got big dreams and think you're getting closer. What's that? DPOY, Nick Bosa.
So Tony Keith was performing. Hate to pay the man, but he's just a nepo.
Oh man, he's so weird.
So messed up.
Oh man, that's funny.
Keith was performing. Hate to pay the man, but he's just a nepo baby. Hey Shanahan, how many snubs you get from Brady?
All right, players. Winners decided by whoever gets the loudest.
How does that make sense?
Loud screaming. Nicky Sirianni says Nicky Sayonara. 31-7 is the final scorer. Fly, Eagles fly. Bye, Niners. Bye.
Philly wins. Oh no, the Stripes are here. Run.
Jesus, man. Not the best episode, but it was still good.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. All right. So we'll watch the whole thing again.
George.
So you thought it was kind of cool. So I'm watching when the Eagles won last weekend. We didn't get to talk about this, but I thought it was really cool that Jalen Hurts. So Teddy Bridgewater being, or not Teddy Bridgewater, but Teddy. My gosh, you know what I'm talking about.
I was
Steelers quarterback. What?
I was going to say, Ted Bradshaw.
Bradshaw. Thank you. He goes, all right, and he talks to the coach, he talks to the owners, he's like, all right, we'll see you in Phoenix. My first thought was like, you're not in Phoenix, my guy. You're actually in Glendale, but whatever. That was the first one. I'm like, and then the second one, he pulls out a card for Jalen Hurts to read the Eagles Fly song. And I'm thinking, Jalen, please, for the love of God, please tell me you know the Eagles song. Because if you're reading off of that paper, I would lose some respect for you because you're the main face of that franchise. Please. And he didn't even use it. So good respect for him. He knew exactly, and I'm so glad he
scored
did
enough
that.
touchdowns. He scored enough touchdowns this year to know all this stuff.
But
that was
I know,
good.
but if he didn't know it, I'd be like, what? Weird. But I'm glad he knew it, and I'm glad he sang with all of his people. It was a really good moment for him and his quarterback. When he's singing it, and please, thank goodness your job is quarterback because you suck, my guy. I like you, but damn. Even A.J. Brown was laughing at him. I don't know if you saw that. A.J. Brown was laughing at him. It was just so horrible, but the fact is the Fly Eagles Fly song has a specific rhythm, and everybody in Philly knows it. So I thought that was really cool. I just had to say that real quick.
I really want to talk about this one thing real quick. Jalen Hurts is the one guy who deserves this more than anyone. If you remember the championship game, he got pulled at halftime, and Tua went in and won the game, and he was the perfect teammate, the perfect person, and he dealt with it, and he got better at throwing the ball, and now he's going to the freaking Super Bowl. And I definitely want the Chiefs to win, but if I see him win, it might be one of those moments where I'm like, that's perfect. That's a storybook ending. He deserves it more than anyone.
He does. He really
he
does.
He really does. Like
he's gotten so much heat in the last couple of seasons, and we've used to say this, man. Fantasy, he's really good. He's really good in fantasy. When he first started, like again, and this goes back to my 3-year rule of quarterbacks. Like it takes 3 to 4 years. It really does. And people like watch him and they judge him off the first year. I hate that. Like it's different because people forget that their entire life they've only played 9 to 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. 9 to 12 games is a lot when you're playing from a kid. Then you go to high school, then you go to college. Like your entire season is just max at 13 games.
Yep.
I'm asking you, as a rookie at 20 to 23 years old, I'm asking you to lead my team and go out and play 18,
19,
20 something games.
Yeah.
That's not easy. That's not easy. And I don't care what you say or who you are, what about it. You're going from 13 to 18 on a regular season. That's not including the playoffs. Now you add another 3 to 4 games, depending on how far you go. A rookie cannot do that. A sophomore cannot do that. It is very difficult. You get tired, and then
towards the end of the season, you're going to kind of just go down. This is what happens every year, every season. The same thing happens. They just towards the end of the season, they're kind of going down, and everyone's like, "What's wrong with them?" They're exhausted. They're not used to this type of work.
No, it's very extremely difficult, and this is why it takes them 3 years to finally develop. And same with the tight ends. It takes these guys when they finally go into these roles that they're going to play every game, every snap, every everything, and they have to be leaders on top of that. It sucks, man. It sucks, but I agree. He deserves this, and I hope he really wins so he can be looked at as the top 5.
And he deserves it. Like more than anyone, he deserves to have his moment in the sun. After what happened to him in that national championship game, he deserves it.
Yeah. So let's watch this whole thing through, and then we'll see what the ending is, and then we'll call it a day.
Sounds
good. I know what the I'm doing. I'm allowed to be here.
Is vomit on your sweater already?
Little Caesar's hot and ready.
Stop rapping about vomit. We're up next.
Oh boy, looks like you've been slain by my #1 guy with a high ankle sprain. Good game.
There's nothing young white coaches love more than A-Mom.
NFC, let's get ready for the final battle.
Lance Jimmy G gave the rock to Purdy, Mr. Relevant, and I'ma still hang 30.
You had 4 QBs, whoops, now you've got none. Oh, what an offensive genius, another Debo run.
Got big dreams and think you're getting closer. What's that? DPOY, Nick Bosa.
said Toby Keith was performing.
Hate to pay the man, but he's just a nepo baby. Hey Shanahan, how many snubs you get from Brady?
All right, players. Winners decided by whoever gets the loudest.
How does that make sense?
Loud screaming.
Nicky Sirianni says Nicky Sayonara. 30-7 is the final scorer. Fly, Eagles fly. Bye, Niners. Bye.
Philly wins. Oh no, the Stripes are here. Run.
Everybody else got dues to pay. Little Zach got a gig because he met McVay. Hamburger eats, giant play seats. You're gonna get beat. I got read receipts.
The recast rounds don't affect me. Could have been friends from the enemy. Joe Cool in the pocket making you peg. Got all the homies back in Tizzy yelling, oh, who day?
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
All right, Gridiron.
Okay.
You could do better. You can do better. I know you guys can do better. It wasn't horrible. It made sense, but y'all can do better. All right, guys. Look, that was it for today.
You got anything for your final thoughts? You got anything for the final thoughts for you? Anything?
I'm excited for the Shrine Bowl tomorrow because I'm gonna be able to watch it. As far as the Senior Bowl, I probably won't be able to. I'm probably gonna ignore you guys for a couple of days because I won't be able to see it. Well, I don't know. It's
just gonna be me. It'll just be me talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It might be you and maybe Mark. I'm really curious on what you guys are gonna do Sunday. I'm not gonna be here Sunday, so I don't know. Hopefully, Tank. But it seems like the gang has been kind of every Sunday. So maybe tell Tank you're starting at 8, and then he'll be there on time. Because he says I'm gonna be there in 5 minutes, and then he just misses a whole episode.
Tank, I'm trying to come up with the words to defend you.
But if you talk about Marvel, DC, any movie that just came out, he is there on time. But when it comes to
no, he's not.
Really?
He's not.
Still late?
It's Lucas, man. Lucas is just, man. It's he's at that 4 or 5 months, so you're going from like breast milk to formula and all the other stuff. Like, man, it's hard. I gotta give it to him. I gotta give him his props. It is hard. I've dealt with it twice. It is not easy.
I'm not saying it is.
But you know what? When you're the leader of the pack, you gotta deal with all the things coming at you. This is what it is.
That's true.
That's true.
But yeah, so we're gonna still dive into these rookies. I know the rookie films are gonna pull out pull out here pretty soon. May or may not be relevant to what the Senior Bowl is going to be already because the Senior Bowl is happening this weekend. So when we talk about the DBs and the linebackers and tight ends that are the videos that we previously done, this was all before the Senior Bowl. So I'll probably put a little annotated thing before the Senior Bowl or whatever. I don't know, like I did last year, but it should be fun. I can't wait.
Last thing I want to say, Tua, I'm glad you finally cleared concussion protocol. I hope he takes a long look before he just jumps back into football. That's it.
I hope so too. Life is more important than whatever nonsense saying that you can't play. So, I mean, if you can't play, then you can't play. All right, man. Good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever the hell you guys are at in the world, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to everyone. Whatever, whatnot. What?
I was right about Chris Jones, guys. I was right about Chris Jones.
Nobody argued against that. So if you want to be put on a pedestal for that, fine. You're in your own room with your own trophy by yourself. Nobody really cares.
Like, whoa, champagne.
Nobody was arguing that you weren't going to be right or wrong. But
hey, it played out exactly how I thought it was
going to play out. If you want to party by yourself on an island, okay.
Hey, small victories are only victories I have. Woo, number one pick. Yes, that's all I got, guys.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition.
Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.